Roseanne. This is Paul Dolan, 2009 6590, SSD Year 4 Web App Dev 2. This is my recording of my assignment for the React movies. I decided to just build on the prior existing React movies kit that we already used. So to start with, the page that I made the biggest overhaul to is the home page, as that was slightly redundant as it was a little too similar to it just essentially worked like the popular page did. However, I decided to overhaul it so that it completely reflected what would typically be found on as the kind of home or splash page to a website of this kind. So what I decided to do was basically put in what is in the header, but I decided to put these down here because your eyes will just be drawn to the middle of the screen and somebody is more likely to look here. And then as they go on to one of these pages, their eyes are more likely to be drawn up here to look at the other links basically. So the homepage is somewhat dynamic. I had much more lofty ambitions in mind for it, but this was the most aesthetically pleasing way I could get it that wasn't messy. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. It's just basically a small little, I suppose, grid, just scrolling along. I originally wanted these bigger, and it didn't look as good, so I just went with smaller ones that scroll. The search function, it behaves the exact same as the actual search page, um, which basically it responds after the second letter. I decided to make this assignment sort of a greatest hits of everything that I managed to do in previous web dev modules, and even a little bit of uh, what I did for mobile app dev one. The only thing I wanted to put in that I didn't get to put in was basically an embedded YouTube trailer, but I just was not able to get that working, and I probably it wasted about a day and a half in trying to get that working. But as it is, I'm quite happy with how it turned out. But the search does work here. From here, I guess I probably should show what it is I managed to do. I put in a pop-up toast for adding to favorites, and it's again the same for adding to must watch. Must watch is my extra page that basically behaves as a playlist that's similar in functionality to favorites. Outside of that, I redesigned the pages so that the filter movies kind of blended in a bit more, was a little neater. I also decided to fix up the cards so that they were a little bit smaller, so you could fit more of them along a grid, and also so that the icons fit within the card. Um, when it comes to actors as well, I put in a search for actors because I just some people do still watch movies according to just actors, but I put that in. Then I decided to make sure that the production companies all had buttons that worked, and it brings you to a page and it gives you information on the company. Now, the standard page just gives you Columbia Pictures using the API that returns information, but I decided to put in a bit more so that it returned the movies that were all produced by said company, which was just more interesting to see. Um, Other than that, I also included pagination as well, so that basically you could go through an entire. These were added to all the main pages. It just made the most sense to do this, whereas if I put it into other pages, it was a bit more redundant to do that. Um, and other than that, then I put in a IMDb link as well and a homepage website for the actual website itself, and IMDb link and a cast and crew page as well. I completely overhauled so that it's all cards and shows up accordingly. And other than that, then I guess I should probably mention that I put in let's see the reviews. I put them into a kind of little card so that you could also basically click on the rating. You could click on the rating so that you went onto the actual movie database link for it. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I put in. There's more detail in the rubric, but thank you for your time, and I hope that this impresses. Thank you.